Association Enugu State branch, where the association has suspended its 25-day strike for 4 weeks to dialogue and deliberate with the government. The state chairman of the association, Ogunjimi Lukman, disclosed this while speaking with journalists shortly after an emergency general meeting of NMA in Abeokuta. He acknowledged that the industrial action caused hardship for residents and it was due to the government's failure to respond to their demands.
After extensive discussion and deliberation, the Congress resolved as follows: that to suspend the ongoing strike action for 4 weeks to allow for peaceful dialogue and deliberation with government and considering the hardship faced by the public. Members are to resume duty 8 a.m. on Monday, 2nd September 2024. The government of Enugu State is urged to meet the association's demand during this 4-week suspension to avert further industrial disharmony. The association will reconvene on 30th of September 2024 to review the situation, and industrial harmony cannot be guaranteed if demands remain unmet.
And to Cross River State, where the ongoing strike by resident doctors, which entered its 5th day, is taking a significant toll on patients across the federal medical centers. The industrial action, which began on the 26th of August to demand the release of Dr. Ganiat Popwola, is set to end on the 2nd of September. Our correspondent Tina Akweke has more on the story.
A key demand of Nigeria Association of Resident Doctors NARD is the speedy release of their colleague kidnapped 8 months ago. A visit to the University of Calabar Teaching Hospital by TVC News revealed a deserted outpatient department and accident and emergency unit, a stark contrast to the usual bustling atmosphere. The president of Association of Resident Doctors, University of Calabar Teaching Hospital, Dr. Edim Ego, says the strike has brought attention to the plight of resident doctors and the need for improved working conditions.
For 8 months, we've been deliberating, we've consulted widely, we've sent communiques upon communiques, we even embarked on 2 weeks nationwide protests to draw the attention of relevant stakeholders, security apparatus, to come to our plight to secure the immediate and safe release of our member who has been languishing in captivity. All our efforts were to no avail. And so after 8 months of careful deliberations, ruminating on the consequences that our actions may cost Nigerian populace, we had no other option than to down tools.
Dr. Ganiat Popwola, the mother of 5, was taken from her home in the middle of the night on 27th of December, alongside her husband and a nephew. Her husband was released in March after ransom was reportedly paid, but the kidnappers held onto the ophthalmologist and her relative. Tina Akweke, TVC News, Calabar.
Well, still on health matters, more than 65% of physiotherapists trained in Nigeria now practice abroad. And that's according to the president of the Nigerian Society of Physiotherapy, Oyinlola Odunsoya, who said this during the celebration of the association's 65th year anniversary in Abuja. Kemi Balogun has more on this.
As populations age, there is an increase in the number of people living with chronic diseases. Medical rehabilitation is now a priority health strategy for the 21st century, contributing to optimizing the functioning of populations. The Nigeria Society of Physiotherapy says it is ready to recommit to this drive by reorganizing and rehabilitating in line with the World Health Organization's rehabilitation goal of 2030, in order to ensure that rehabilitation is at every point of care in the country.
We have a growing population. We are beginning to have people who are growing with so many comorbid problems, but we are living for a longer period of time. Therefore, we have to take care of ourselves. because our major role is to encourage movement. Our major role is to encourage functions.
These skilled professionals have augmented the healthcare workforce, complementing government efforts to improve healthcare delivery. The federal government is intensifying efforts to enhance infrastructure and manpower in the health sector, addressing the impact of the massive migration of health workers post-COVID pandemic.
NSP says it will ensure that there is a renewed commitment to shaping the next chapter of physiotherapy profession in Nigeria. It intends to do this by not only building a secretariat, but also a rehabilitation center which will cater for the needs of indigent residents and others within and around the FCT.
In life, and this is what I believe, for every good, a good returns to you. So whatever you do, it doesn't go waste. If it is good, it will come back to you.
We are hoping that we will have a state-of-the-art rehabilitation center, the one we can call a one-stop rehabilitation center. It will have not just physiotherapists, but other experts in rehabilitation, which includes speech therapists and the rest of them. And that is the way to go.
Kemi Balogun, TVC News, Abuja.
Well, in another development, students of the University of Ibadan are protesting against the hike in their tuition fees, threatening to boycott classes till their demands are met. The students who occupied the main gate of the University of Ibadan also demanded that the school fees portal of the university be shut down within 24 hours until all demands are also met. Well, the students are also stated that the protest was also against alleged victimization of some undergraduates by the management of the institution.
Students of the University of Ibadan are protesting today, 30th August 2024, to reject the resolution of the University of Ibadan Governing Council that gave approval to the fee increment made by the university management. Our demands are simple. Number one, we want a total reversal of the hiked fee. Two, we want adequate funding of public education. We do not want government to, in its deception, give us loan and make us future debtors. So what we want is that we want the federal government of Nigeria to fund education adequately. UI is a public institution, and if you look at it, many students are here simply because UI is accessible and affordable.
Well, to Rivers State, where the government says more than 1,000 businesses have benefited from a 4 billion naira support fund scheme. But sustainability is a major concern with the multi-stakeholders approach to strengthening the private sector. Correspondent Uche Ukuru has more on this.
In May 2024, Governor Siminalayi Fubara flagged off the disbursement of the 4 billion naira State Government Bank of Industry Matching Fund loan. It was designed to provide the much-needed financing to help nano, small and medium-scale enterprises grow.
That you can
The Rivers State Microfinance Agency in its report disclosed that so far, implementation has reached 30%, with businesses receiving between 1,000 and 50 million naira.
We cannot.
Reviewing the scheme so far, the agency says the governor's vision is gradually becoming a reality.
We are doing everything we can to ensure that the governor's intention for this program is achieved, which is to make microcredit available to small businesses in Rivers State. This is how you grow the capacity of businesses. You don't grow businesses by giving people palliatives. So the governor is on the right track. And I want to encourage Rivers indigents to seize this opportunity. Use this money judiciously.
The loan was disbursed at a 7.5% interest rate. Yes. Government is appealing to beneficiaries to meet up with their repayment obligations to keep the door of funding open to others.
This is supposed to be...
At 4, we have more stories just ahead. Stay with us.
Many people left the villages. Some were killed.
Now residents are taking the bull by the horns to protect themselves.
During the time that if they come, we cannot find them with a knife. Well, they are holding gun.
Then in Enugu State, the recent flood disaster destroyed over 148 communities, displaced more than 50,000 people, and washed away over 11,000 farmlands.
We had over 12 rooms, each one filled with love, laughter and tears. But in a matter of hours, it was all gone.
Is there hope for them?
We don't need all that. We just need a permanent solution to this problem.
Don't miss these stories on Sunday Specials, where great stories live.
If you just joined us, you're still on to TVC News at 4. Well, let's take you to Lagos here, where the State Attorney General and Commissioner for